side. And then from here, we're just going to bring our feet down, keep our knees bent, and we're going to bring our arms along the ground like cactus arms. So bending our elbows, backs of the hands come to the earth. And so a lot of times, especially when you're laying on your back, if you're ever I'm usually demonstrating standing up, so if you want to glance over and you're not sure, you can always look at me. And then exhale, we're going to bend our arms down. So the palms now, the elbows stay bent, the palms come down to the earth. Inhale, reach them up, backs of the hands to the earth. Exhale, internally rotating the shoulders so the hands come down. So just working with the shoulders a little bit here. Doing this a few more times with your breath, linking breath and movement. Hi, welcome. You all will sign in over at the table too. Thanks. And then pause the next time your arms are up. So now we're going to try that alternating arm, and we're going to do alternating arm and head movement. So what we're going to do is keep our left arm up. We're going to exhale, just bring our right arm down and turn your head over to the right. Inhale, back to center, gaze comes up, right arm comes up. Exhale, left arm comes down, he's over your left shoulder. So keep going with your breath. Working slow if you can, bringing the backs of the hands to the earth. But if that's too much on your shoulders, just move as much as you can. And the head is going the same direction as the arm moving down. Do a couple more. But if it gets too intense, take a break. Always listening to your body. And then when you feel ready, just relax your arms down by your sides and keep your knees bent. We're going to move into a couple of rounds of bridge pose before we come up to seated. So checking in with your feet, you want to scoot them in so they're pretty close to your bottom, and you want your feet about hip distance apart. I know you can't exactly see them, but kind of get that sense where your feet are under your hips. And then we're going to press down through all of our toes, so we want to try to keep our toes down, press down through our arms, down by our sides. And then even though you're pressing your hands down, think about rolling your upper arms out, so opening across your collarbone. Press down through your feet, and with your next inhale, lift your hips up to bridge. And then exhale, lower. We're going to start dynamically flowing with our breath. So inhale, lift your hips any amount. Exhale, lower your hips. And just keeping your head down and relaxed. If you can, really trying to keep your arms in tight by your sides. Do a couple more rounds, moving with your breath. Imagine you're squeezing a little ball between your knees. This is a great one if you do have a yoga block at home, or if you ever want to bring one to place it between your knees. And then next time that you come up, if you feel comfortable, pause with your hips lifted, and then roll each shoulder under. And maybe you take a bind, interlacing your fingers underneath you so your knuckles reach towards your heels. So your palms are facing each other, knuckles towards your heels. Maybe take one more breath with really lifting your hips up. Head stays centered. And then when you're ready, exhale, release your arms, slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we're going to let our knees fall side to side like windshield wipers. So bridge pose is a great pose for opening the front of the body, opening our hip flexors, stretching our quads. Great counter to sitting a lot, driving a lot, biking a lot. And it's also a back bend. So then when you're ready, a couple of options. We're going to come up to seated. You could either roll to one side and gently make your way up to seated, or you can bring your knees into your chest and roll up to seated if that feels comfortable on your back and your neck. Take a few rolls forward and back, and we'll all meet in a comfortable seat. So that could be sitting with your legs crossed. I'm going to sit back on a block. You could sit with your legs stretched out. Thinking about just sitting nice and tall. Maybe taking a moment to